Noble consortium failed to observe proper and offended the imperial effective immediately. Her title is stripped, and she is to be
with no leave to exit unless summoned.
It is over. That cold, desolate, and miserable place. No one who enters it ever sees the light of day again. Noble consort Sue's entire life is thoroughly ruined.
Your humble servant gratefully acknowledge your majesty's immense... Noble consort Sue. Are you so stunned by the imperial decree that you've lost your... The cold palace is bleak and miserable, and without sunlight never shines there all year. Do you realize what a torturous place that is? I thank the imperial noble consort for thinking of me. I was so overcome with emo, I forgot to express my gratitude. Imperial noble consort, are you worried that I wouldn't be well accommodated in this? And so you're sending me to the cold palace for a life of leisure? In reply to your highness, that is indeed what I was thinking. The best thing about the cold palace is that no one competes, no one schemes, no one plots against each other. Most importantly, I no longer have to get up before dawn, rush around paying respects and following rules. No more drudgery of palace rivalry. The whole day peaceful and carefree. The court provides meals and lodging, clothing and food without... How is this a cold palace? It is clearly a top-tier retirement home that even immortals would envy.
Has she lost her mind? She must be too deeply shocked, driven, mad with anger.
Sister Sue, this was clearly a trap set by the Imperial to frame you. Your innocence has not been compromised. Why not defend yourself and seek justice?
What use is defending myself? If I win the argument, I remain trapped in this deep palace cage, stuck in daily rivalries and struggle, scheming and plotting, draining every bit of my energy. Lost the argument, and still end up banished to the cold palace anyway. Either way, it is the same result. Why bother wasting my breath, going through pointless procedures? One piece of advice. Don't kill yourself trying to outdo everyone, and don't push yourself too hard either.
Your Highness, how come you've already packed all your bedding and luggage in advance? Well, of course. For this day of paid vacation in the cold palace, finally getting to completely lie back and relax. I've been looking forward to it. For a full 6 months, I've been waiting. Everyone, see you never. Don't come looking for me in the cold palace, okay? Your Highness, this cold palace is so run down. Not a single intact window. Drafty from every side. From now on, we'll be freezing every day. At night, with no clothes or blankets. I'm afraid we'll starve to death, or freeze to death, in this desolate place.
Starve, freeze to death. Chunxil, you're thinking too small. Take a good sniff. What is hidden in this air?
Right.
Dust and mildew, Your Highness.
Wrong! This is the purest of fragrance, escaping palace intrigue and getting away from the freedom.
Stop daydreaming. Go to that corner and pick those fresh wild greens. Wash them thoroughly. Tonight, we're having a vegetarian extra, light and satisfying.
Eat up!
Your Highness, back in the palace you were. Used to a life of luxury, never lifting a finger. How do you know how to cook? And so well, too. That gilded cage, called the Imperial Palace. Every day scheming and plotting. Step by step, calculating and competing. Even the finest delicacies and rarest wines tasted like chewing on wax. My heart was so exhausted. But this bit of the cold palace, that is real life. All its flavors, its truths. If I'd known the cold palace was such a peaceful escape, why would I have worn myself out scheming and currying favor? I'd have come here on my own a long time ago.
The cold palace. It has always been a place where you only hear bitter mad woman wailing. Nothing but misery and resentment. But tonight, someone here is sleeping so soundly, so sweetly. No trace of sorrow. In fact, eating peacefully and sleeping like a baby. Just who is this person living in the cold palace?
Stop right there! In broad daylight, under the clear sky, you dare climb a wall into the cold palace to steal vegetables.
The Emperor!
Still talking back, huh? With your delicate skin and those soft hands that have never touched mine. You've clearly never done a day of farm work. You're just a habitual thief who can't resist. Stop pretending to be someone respectable.
Do you know who I?
I don't care who you are, even if the Jade Emperor himself showed up. These greens in my garden, I dug up every inch of this land with my own hoe, tended them every single day. They're precious. No one gets to steal them.
What if?
I'm hungry.
Here, eat up, and then get out. Don't keep hanging around my vegetable patch. Eyeing my crop. Go to the cold palace. Take a good look for me.
At that center, see what kind of miserable life she's living.
Remember, don't leave out a single thing you see or hear.
Report it all back to me in full.
Do we really need to go check? In that decayed, cold, dead place, she must be all disheveled and filthy by now, weeping every night, cowering in a corner, living in misery, can't bear to live, but can't find a way to die. Pitiful and laughable.
The cold palace is quite lively today. Even has a visitor. Chunyao, bring a small table over. Treat this young lady well. Let her taste the fish we caught yesterday, freshly dried from the back pond. Noble consort, how can the days you spend in this cold palace be so comfortable? It's peaceful and free here. No fighting, no disturbance. Sleep in every day until the sun's high. No need to get up early to pay respect. No need to scheme against each other. No need to read people's faces or join the rat race. Such a good life. Where else can you find it? Go back and ask those consorts in the palace for me.
If any of them is tired of the deep palace struggles and wants to come live, a leisurely life, my cold palace is always ready to clear a spot and welcome them.
Your Highness, this palace mate was clearly sent by Consort Yi and her clique to spy. They want to see you make a fool of yourself. If you just let her go back like this, won't they hold a grudge and stir up more trouble?
Let her look if she wants to look. Anyway, my life now is 100 times more comfortable than theirs in their gilded cages, constantly scheming and plotting.
If they find it unpleasant and stew in their own anger, that's their own misery. I'll just eat an extra bowl of rice and enjoy a bit more peace.
Your Highness! She's living in the cold palace. She's living even more relaxed and carefree than we are. In the cold palace! She's actually living more freely than we are!
Well, I underestimated her. A mere criminal consort in the cold palace can still live so freely and happily. Fine. I shall go and meet this.
Noble consort, so myself. Her Highness Consort Ki has decreed the cold palace's provisions are to be halved. Enough. With the palace's current budget cuts from today onward, all your provisions are completely revoked. I hope the noble consort Please bear with me.
How can this be? Without the palace's standard supplies, here in the cold palace, we have no food or money. What is there to drink? This is clearly intentional harassment. They're trying to starve Our Lady to death.
It is fine if it is all cut off. All right. Take care, eunuch. No need to see you out.
My lady, when did you quietly stockpile all this wealth and save up so much food? I had no idea at all.
The way to survive in the deep palace is to rely on yourself, never on others. Counting on the imperial kitchen's layers of pilfering and stale, hard leftovers is nothing like growing our own crops, catching our own fish, and preparing our own food with our own hands. Look, Consort Liu's pay cuts and provocations actually saved me the trouble. No more having to go to the door every day to collect indible leftover scraps. Come to think of it, I really ought to thank her.
How is Lady Su faring lately in the cold palace? Is she peaceful?
Your Majesty. Consort Liu still holding a grudge over Lady Su's earlier impropriety before the throne. Nurses her resentment. This morning, she issued an order to completely revoke all food and clothing allowances for Lady Su in the cold palace.
Fine.
She has cut off her palace supplies entirely.
Consort Liu's reach is stretching a bit too far, meddling far too much.
Climbing over the wall to visit again. Fresh warm eggs from my own chickens.
Still warm. Peel and eat them while they're hot.
I rush over to play the hero and save the damsel in distress, to help her out of trouble and vent her anger. Now, it seems, I'm not here to protect her at all. I clearly rushed over to freeload a meal.
Uncle Fu, stop sweeping. Take a rest first. Drink this bowl of windproof soup while it is hot. It is just the thing for your chronic cough.
Lady Su, this absolutely won't do! I am but a lowly servant. How could I be worthy of your ladyship's meal? This is truly too much for me.
Don't stand on ceremony. This cold palace is surrounded by high walls on all sides. No one cares about it. In here, there is no distinction between mistress and servant. We are all abandoned, forgotten people. We suffer through the days together in this same place. It is only right that we help each other. Drink up. If it gets cold, the medicine will lose. It would be a waste of all this warmth. Xiaokui, the herbal medicine you had someone sent home the other day. Is your mother feeling any better? Uncle Wang, your leg is an old chronic ailment. It pains you most on rainy days. Don't push yourself too hard. Remember to use mugwort fumigation to ease it. Your ladyship, you're being so genuinely kind to them. What exactly are you hoping to gain? They were all sent to this cold palace as servants waiting to die. They have no power, no one to rely on. They can't help us one bit. I don't hope to gain anything. All hearts are made of flesh. They are trapped in this cold palace, suffering, enduring hardship. Their lives are hard enough as it is. I'm just lending a helping hand when I can. If I can spare them some misery and bring them a little warmth, it is no trouble at all. Why wouldn't I do it?
After half a lifetime of ups and downs in the deep palace, always reading other people's being trampled on by others, I've lived to this old age.
And this is the first time a lady of the palace has actually looked me in the eye. For the first time, someone has regarded as a proper human being. Lady Su, this kindness of offering fuel in snowy weather, this humble old servant's worthless life, we'll remember it for the rest of this life. And never forget it!
This vast royal palace isn't lacking even a proper gate.
I just happened to be passing by, making a patrol of the palace defenses inspecting the boundaries.
Since you're patrolling the palace defenses, then work while you patrol. Go fill those water jars over there. That counts as doing your duty.
I had nothing to do today,
and accidentally got lost here.
That is how I ended up in the cold palace grounds.
The palace is so stifling. Today, I deliberately came out for a walk to clear my mind.
To ease my mood.
I heard the cold palace is quiet and secluded, with a unique atmosphere.
So I came specially to enjoy the scenery.
Repairing the courtyard wall. With your soft, delicate skin and that look of a pampered noble, you actually handle rough work pretty well. You're getting the hang of it. What? Things tough at home. Can't make it out there. Why not just stay in the cold palace? Be my helper. I'll provide your 3 meals a day. Guarantee you a full belly and warm clothes.
Your Highness, this young gentleman has an extraordinary bearing. He is no ordinary man. His manner and character far surpass common folk. What? A noble so exalted, we absolutely cannot afford to offend. Then we'd be in big trouble. If he were really such a lofty noble, why would he climb walls and break into the cold palace actively bomb meals, and even volunteer for rough, heavy work? I think he is at most a spoiled rich kid with strict parents, so tightly controlled at home that he sneaks out to get some air and slack off, a typical playboy. But this guy is honest, capable, doesn't scheme, and has a good heart. For us, he is a genuinely good person.
Hi. It is already dark. Aren't you going back? Not afraid your family will come after you?
What if I really can't go back?
Stay! I'll cover food and lodging. Just no wages. And you'll have to chop wood and carry water every day.
Your Majesty! Where are you? Your Majesty! Urgent memorials from the Imperial Study have arrived. We servants searched every corner of the 6 palaces. Your servant kowtows to your Majesty. Long live the Emperor! 10,000 years! Disturbing your Majesty. We deserve 1,000 deaths!
Yeah.
Xiao Heng. Sorry you had to see that.
I've been chopping wood, tilling a field. I deserve 1,000 deaths!
Enough. No need for such formalities. In this cold palace, you don't have to treat me as the emperor. I just want to be an ordinary person.
Oh, no. All the guts I had in my life, I used them all up bossing around the Emperor. My lady, the one you've been ordering around every day. Turns out it was the Emperor himself!
Today,
The cold palace's cornbread and cabbage meal. It has been served.
Your Majesty.
Today you'll
Have coarse cornbread, boiled cabbage.
And an extra bowl of white rice. I have a way to get you out of this cold palace for good. I'll move you to a quiet, elegant residence. I'll issue a decree right now to restore your rank and promote you step by step.
From now on,
You won't have to suffer trapped in this ruined place.
Only yesterday did I learn you are the reigning emperor, and I've been ordering you to chop wood and feed chickens. I was already terrified. No, 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 you can't do that. Think about it carefully. If I go back to the harem, I'd have to get up before dawn to dress and put on makeup. Every day I'd have to bow and curtsy to the empress and the imperial noble consort. Not a moment of slack. Day in, day out, maneuvering around everyone, always on guard against schemes, cautious every step of the way. Plus, I'd have to force a smile at people I despise, and spout insincere pleasantries. Not a shred of freedom. This D palace rank, the higher the honor. Staring at you, more eyes will be watching, waiting for you to make a mistake. The more conflicts and schemes there are. But here, in this cold palace, I can wake up naturally every day. In my free time, I grow vegetables, go fishing, brew tea, and cook meals. No disputes, free and easy, following my— What a leisurely life this is. Your kindness, I gratefully accept. This high position and honor that everyone fights over, you should keep it and bestow it on someone else. In the harem, there are plenty who would break their necks trying to climb up, vying for favor and power. I won't join that fray. I won't compete for this vanity.
Are you really not the least bit tempted?
This is something that countless people in the harem spend their entire life vainly seeking, such exceptional favor and honor.
The things people desperately fight for are not necessarily good. Vanity and empty reputation are all burden. Only what suits oneself, what brings peace to one's heart, is the best destination.
Have you heard? That Lady Sue in the cold palace actually took the grace personally sent by the favor of the opportunity for promotion and directly turned it down. What? His Majesty personally granted and a higher rank. Such an incredible blessing, and she refused without a moment's hesitation. It is simply unbelievable. In all the world, is there really a harem concubine who doesn't want the emperor's favor? Who doesn't want to rise and be promoted? Has she lost her mind? Turning down a bright future, insisting on suffering in the cold palace. She doesn't know when she is being. She doesn't know what is good for her. Since you insist on lying low in the cold palace,
Refusing to bow to circumstances.
seize the opportunity, then don't blame me for being ruthless. From now on,
I will make sure you are trapped in this cold palace forever.
never to see the light of day.
By order of noble consort, a thorough search of the cold palace. Someone has secretly concubine Siu resides in the cold palace. Yet she dares to steal from where she is confined, hiding stolen imperial valuables. We shall search and gather evidence immediately.
Nonsense! Our lady is pure and innocent, open and above board. Ever since she moved to the cold palace, we never step outside our door. Food, clothing, we provide everything by our own How could she possibly steal from the palace?
Innocent or not, words alone prove nothing. Only a search can decide.
Guards!
Search thoroughly!
Overwhelming evidence! Caught red-handed! Concubine, these are exactly imperial valuables that were stolen days ago, now found under your bed.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You say these things were found from under my bed. But I cleaned under there just yesterday. It was completely empty. Not a single item. Madam Official, the moment you entered my room, you ignored everything else in sight. You searched nowhere else. You went straight to my bed and retrieved these items. Could you please tell me, without even looking, how did you know the stolen goods were there?
Pure sophistry. Dodging the issue. Now the evidence is conclusive. The proof is in hand. No matter how you twist your words, it won't change a thing.
Guards, take her away immediately!
Milady!
Let go of our lady! This is a setup! A frame-up! You're forcing a confession!
Don't cry.
The more hastily you hurl mud, the easier it is for your foundation to crack. In the end, you're the one splattered with filth. It backfires on the instigator.
Caught red-handed.
Stealing while in confinement. Solid evidence. We implore your majesty to punish the Su woman severely, to uphold the rules of the palace as a deterrent.
This time, noble consort Su is finished for good. Stealing imperial property is a serious crime. Even the cold palace won't be able to protect her now.
Your Majesty, may I ask this female official in charge of the search one question? These so-called stolen goods, exactly when and where were they supposedly found on me? Today at noon. The Imperial Guard, under orders, searched the cold palace thoroughly. Many witnessed it with their own eyes. This pile of stolen goods was found right beneath your bed. The evidence is ironclad. Stop trying to deny it.
What an unfortunate coincidence, then. I've had nothing to do these past few days, cleaning my chambers every day. As for under the bed, it has been spotless and completely empty. Not even a speck of dust or a single object.
This female official entered just now, didn't search anywhere else, went straight to the bed, and pulled out the goods with pinpoint accuracy. If this were a routine search, how could she be so sure the goods were hidden under the bed? I suspect someone planted them there in advance, waiting specifically for today to frame me.
Your Majesty, this old servant has testimony to offer. Last night, I got up to burn Moxa, the war of the, and I saw with my own eyes this female official's personal attendant, sneaking around the corner of the cold palace, taking advantage. He slipped his bundle of stolen goods and into the side chamber.
This servant saw it too. It definitely wasn't Lady Su's doing.
Lady Su lives in a cold palace and has always treated her servants well. She maintains her integrity and handles everything herself. She would never commit such petty thievery or treasonous theft.
Moreover, these imperial treasures are kept deep in the inner treasury, under tight guard. I am confined to the cold palace, with all my allowances never leaving my room. Even my daily movements are severely restricted. How could I possibly have any means to steal from the inner? As for the tribute, satin cloth used to wrap the stolen goods. The embroidery and stitching are unique. Only one place in the palace uses such craft. Your Majesty only needs to send someone to investigate thoroughly, and you'll know its origin.
What's a meticulously planned frame-up?
Lady Lu,
Know that things have come to this. The evidence is conclusive. What else do you have to say in your defense?
I hereby demote Lady Liu to the rank of Pin. Place her under house arrest in Jingren Palace.
Confine her to reflect. She is not to leave without imperial summons.
You have suffered a huge injustice for no reason, and it is truly unfair.
Today, I grant you any request you desire. No matter what reward, what honor or favor.
Just name it.
I will grant it all.
Then I humbly dare to ask your Majesty for one favor. I beg your Majesty to allow me to return to the Cold Palace and continue living there in peace, to rest and recuperate in leisure.
Have you heard? That Lady Su from the Cold Palace saw through the trap on the spot and completely turned the tables. She directly toppled Consort Liu.
That is not all.
Now the consort is confined and punished, while Lady Su, she turned down the Emperor's personal offer to restore her rank.
She happily went back to the Cold Palace for a relaxed life.
The riches that others fight tooth and nail for,
She casually tossed away.
she doesn't compete or strive.
Yet no one can beat her. She is practically a living immortal in the palace.
My lady, you are now truly the palace's. Acknowledge the legend. This morning, even the food delivery eunuch, who used to be cold toward us, has been polite and respectful with utmost deference.
I hear many high-ranking consorts now are trying every way to curry favor with you. Why would they curry favor with me? I have no power or influence. I can't promote them in rank, nor handle their social duties. Spread the word. Let everyone stick to their own duties. Do what they're supposed to do. Don't bother me while I'm sunbathing.
My lady, you truly are the most unambitious and unconventional master in all the land.
Climbing the wall again. Is the imperial family so poor they can't even afford a gate? Or is it that you, the son of heaven, are born to ignore the main entrance and prefer climbing walls to join the fun?
I'm just used to climbing. All right. I brought some rice and flour on a whim and some vegetable seeds.
also, a little inspection.
Fine.
At least today I'm not visiting empty-handed. Just leave the stuff over there. It so happens that plot by the wall is lying fallow until... Could you trouble yourself to turn it over? Clear it out and plant vegetables.
You're quite casual, aren't you? Daring to order me, the Emperor, to till the land.
Everyone in the palace is nothing but careful, trying every way, flattering me with all their might.
They'd gladly give their very hearts to win my favor. Why is it that you, of all people, always remain completely different from the others?
Pleasing you. Can that get me a full meal? Can you help me water and plant crops? Or let me live a stable life? Here, I keep things simple and straightforward. You work.
And I feed you.
No work, no food. A fair trade. We owe each other nothing.
Isn't that great?
Your Majesty, you don't know.
This Consort Su is truly a one-of-a-kind person in this world. This time, she helped His Majesty see through a framing trap, exposed the consort's plot, and rendered a great service. His Majesty insisted on rewarding her generously, restoring her rank, and showering her with favor.
But she showed not the slightest greed for wealth and glory. Instead, she earnestly begged to stop, only asking to return to the Cold Palace and live in peace, without a hint of hesitation.
Oh. These women of the harem, every single one fights for favor and plots and schemes, cramming in to get close to imperial authority and clinging to high position. I've seen plenty of fawning, climbing types, but how rare to find someone who only seeks the peace of the Cold Palace, a woman so detached from worldly splendor. I've lived in these deep halls for years, confined, for most of my life. I've seen every shade of human vanity. Today, I truly want to see for myself. This unconventional woman, this living saint everyone whispers about. Prepare my carriage quietly. No need to make no announcement. I'll visit the cold palace myself. Let me have a good look and see what kind of clear-minded soul she really is. I've spent most of my life in the Forbidden City, seen every kind of consort. Some pretend to be aloof. Some put on a show for fame. Everyone says Lady Su in the Cold Palace is a living goddess without desires. I want to see for myself, in secret, if she is truly at peace inside, or hiding something deeper behind the mask.
Oh, visitors. You two look unfamiliar. You must have gotten lost in the palace grounds and wandered into this quiet corner. Perfect timing. I just dug up some fresh sweet potatoes from my garden. Crisp, sweet, and juicy. Take a basket back with you. Have a taste. Pure, natural, no chemicals. Good stuff.
Yo, Missy, are refreshingly straightforward. In all my years, I've rarely seen someone offer gifts so candidly and without pretense. This cold palace is always short on clothes and food. Cold and barren. Days are hardest, most miserable here. You live alone year-round. Don't you find it unbearable? Don't you feel wronged?
What is so hard about it? Here, I sleep when I want. I follow my own heart. I grow my own food, plant vegetables for meal. It is steady and real. No need to get up before dawn to dress and pay respects. No need to schmooze or read people's faces. No one scheming, daily, playing political games. Elder lady, you've never tasted such peace and freedom. If you ever did, you might find that gilded cage. I can't be bothered to go back.
Okay. Everyone in the palace craves vanity. They vie for power and favor. Only you see through it all and stay clear-headed. That honest truth. I like it very much.
The Emperor has come, just in time. That is you from your cold palace. Since I had nothing to do today, I went to meet her myself.
What does Mother Empress? How is she? Is she crude in speech, improper in behavior? Does she break any rules?
Why are you so tense? That girl isn't the least bit fake. She doesn't put on air. Her nature is pure, quite intriguing. She is a rare person of true character in the harem. A basket of fresh fruit and vegetables. That is what she gave me today. An exclusive first meeting from now on. Within the harem, no matter who. If they dare to provoke Su again, make trouble for her. Or secretly cut her cold palace rations, deliberately cause her hardship. Let them come to me to receive their punishment first.
Your son, on behalf of Su Yao.
Thanks, Mother Empress, for your protection.
Come here.
Oh, what a coincidence you showed up today. Here, have two. Fresh from our own hand in the courtyard. Very fresh.
That guard who just left. Are you very familiar with him?
Not really. He is a guard on duty at the Intrigue. I asked him to help me sell some things along the way. Rare vegetable, seeds from the south. He seems honest and reliable. Willing to help others.
So,
You treat everyone in this palace with that same easygoing generosity, all that kindness in every way.
He sincerely ran an errand for me. I gave him 2 eggs as a thank you. It is just common courtesy. What is wrong with that? Your Majesty, you seem off today. You're talking nonsense. From now on,
If he comes again to deliver vegetable seeds or pass on anything, just have Chuncha handle it. You don't need to show yourself.
fine. I'll do whatever you say. Honestly, every day you silently climb over the wall into the cold palace without following a single rule. Yet you're so picky about everyone else's faults. You're way too overbearing.
tell me the truth.
Is there some way? You're inferior to a guard who runs errands delivering vegetable seeds.
Your Majesty, you must never think that way. Under heaven, no one can compare to your Majesty. Mom!
Oh, nonsense. Leave.
I, the talent, finally see it all clearly now. That Xu Yao is no living immortal. She is just the best at pretending to be above it all and knows how to retreat in order to advance. She can act well enough to catch His Majesty's interest. I, the talent,
Can do the same.
My lady, if I may be so bold as to say, Consort Su is so calm and carefree. It doesn't seem like she is forcing it. It is more like she truly doesn't crave His Majesty's.
Right.
naive.
In the depths of the palace,
Who doesn't love favor and glory? So-called desirelessness is all about manipulating the emperor's heart through acting. Just watch. I'll copy her approach right now.
And I will.
Win back His Majesty's attention.
Show.
So filthy! So filthy! This rough work isn't fit for people! Impossible to lead anyone this way!
My lady, His Majesty, has already walked past.
This kind of life isn't meant for human beings! No charcoal for warmth, eating cold food every day. Not even a personal maid in attendance. I've had enough! I can't keep up the act any longer!
Pretending to be aloof learning to be indifferent, and I've barely lasted 3 days.
Then you completely showed your true colors.
You even tried to imitate Lady Su.
To be a carefree, immortal,
Dripping with gold and silver.
reeking of money. Your selfish ambition can't be hidden. You could smell it from a mile away.
You're also here to laugh at me, aren't you? Do you think I'm utterly ridiculous?
I just came to tell you the truth. You really can't learn to be like her. It is not that you're not smart enough or diligent enough. It is that what the two of us want has been completely different from the start.
you chase after imperial favor, the envious gazes of others, the splendor and high status of the palace, the freedom to do as you please. You force yourself to live a bitter life you don't want, deliberately imitating the This was never about true non-contention. It is just pure, pointless suffering.
Then what should I want? What should I do?
One step at a time.
First, figure out what your heart truly desires. Stop always focusing on others' goals, envying the way others live. Go back to your own palace. The hard beds of the cold palace, the grueling days, were never meant for you.
Lady Su's state of mind is truly unmatched. When a rival falls, she doesn't kick them when they're down. Instead, she shows a touch of this kind of clear-eyed perspective. We can never learn it in a lifetime. No wonder Consort Liu, with all her power, overwhelming as it was, couldn't defeat her. Just this mindset and character alone puts her on a different level from everyone else.
The Empress Dowager's birthday banquet is right around the corner. The grand finale fruit platter is completely ruined! If we can't fix this today, if anything goes wrong, every single person in the entire preparation office, none of us will escape! We'll all lose our heads!
My lady, you're so experienced and clever. These fruits look completely ruined. No one else can do anything about. Could you please take a look and help?
It is fine.
It is just that the cellar is too damp and stuffy. They spoiled from being sealed shut. It is not from worms or rot. Hopeless.
What is the rush?
Consort He spotted the cause at a single glance.
So these fruits...
Can they still be salvaged and put on the table?
Enough. Enough. I know you're all anxious. Look at you. All pathetic. Stop hovering and fussing around me. Everyone, move to the side.
Make some space.
Done. I'm heading back to the cold palace to lie in the sun. Nothing else.
Don't bother me.
This fresh fruit, congratulatory platter, has a novel and unique design. A taste that is both refreshingly sweet with a strong fruity aroma. It actually surpasses the pre-made fruit platters from previous birthday banquets in both excellence and sweetness. Such clever craftsmanship. Who made it?
Your Majesty. This fresh fruit, congratulatory, was made by Consort Sue in the Cold Palace.
Just a discarded consort in the Cold Palace, with no rank or yet she repeatedly breaks through the deadlock, earning the special regard of both the Empress Dowager and His Majesty,
and gaining their extra favor.
This woman is no ordinary mind, and her potential is unfathomable. If we let her continue gaining power and growing, she will surely become a major threat to our Liu family.
Our greatest obstacle.
Consort Liu has already lost her status,
and is under house arrest.
Our Liu family no longer has any support in the palace.
If we allow Sardayu to keep winning the Emperor's favor and steadily rise, then the Liu family will have no place left in this deep palace, and court nowhere to stand.
While her wings are not yet full grown,
And her foundation is still shut.
we must uproot her completely to eliminate all future trouble.
My lord.
Acting rashly to harm a palace consort will easily arouse His Majesty's suspicion and give others a handle against them.
It is far too dangerous. I have a plan. Why not exhume that case, buried for years?
Long, unmentioned.
That old, dusty case is indeed a good move. No one knows the hidden truth behind it. This is the perfect story, by any means necessary. Drag the Thol family name deep into this unresolved case.
Strange.
These past few days, the eyes watching the cold palace
have increased noticeably. Your Highness, the courtyard is perfectly fine. There's no one out there. Are you just overthinking things from too much idleness?
Shiwu, the eunuch who used to deliver our meals,
Has been replaced by a stranger.
The palace patrol guards have added 2 extra rounds for no reason. Even the tabby cat that came daily to steal food from my yard hasn't dared to come near in days.
Waves rise without wind.
The winds in this palace are about to change.
Your Highness! Then what should we do now? Should we report to His Majesty immediately?
And beg for his protection.
Why panic?
Our opponent hasn't made a move yet. If we lose our composure, first, we'll just play right into their hands.
And give them leverage against us.
Stand still and let calm prevail. Steady your nerves. Wait for the other side to show a flaw. And then, we strike.
Uncle Fu.
The currents in the palace have been strange lately. Undercurrents are surging. Keep your eyes open around here. Stay vigilant.
Watch every move from all sides closely. Rest assured, Your Highness.
I've spent most of my life in this deep palace, reading people and situations, sensing the wind, and I see things. Who is a good person? Who harbors ill intent? Whose background is shaped? This old servant can tell at a glance. I will watch everything closely for you.
Your Majesty, someone just left this at the palace, gate anonymously. They said it concerns a long-standing case from years ago, and begs your Majesty to personally review it.
SU is implicated in an old case. Evidence connections found. Effective immediately confined to the cold. All entry and exit suspended. Remain in place pending full investigation.
Await sentencing.
My lady.
This time is different from before. This old case has far-reaching implications. The sins are grave. Even His Majesty finds it hard to show favoritism and sweep it under the rug.
What should we do this time?
My lady, I just made haste and learned everything. This is no routine investigation. It's a death trap. Set for you. The other party has deep roots in the court. Their influence is tangled and widespread. They're dead set on wiping us out.
Leaving no way out.
I see. Looks like I really can't lie low or dodge this one. I never wanted to fight for power. I only wished for a peaceful life. But some keep pushing and pressing, insisting on placing the blade against mine and my people's throats.
Well, then.
Don't blame me for no longer backing down.
I'll strike first. Any deliberate frame-up must have cracks and flaws.
Now, in this time of danger, there are plenty in the palace who have received your kindness and are willing to pass word and lend a hand in down the fabricated old tales. North, down below. They may seem flawed, but can't withstand the slightest scrutiny or layer by layer inquiry. You, my lady, have always treated others generously, cultivated good ties ever,
and made no enemies. Investigate. Just when they think they've found the truth, I will add a raging fire.
And lay down another layer of solid false evidence.
Done cleanly and neat. Make the evidence airtight. Weld every piece of false proof firmly in place. No loopholes.
I will seal off every way out for her. Make sure she's nailed with the crime forever. For all eternity.
Never to rise again.
Old thing! Wise up. Go to court and pacify that lady who confessed! Otherwise, not but these old bones of yours won't survive either. Your distant little granddaughter
has no way to survive, either.
Even if this old servant must risk this old life, I absolutely cannot go against my conscience and wrong an innocent master!
The real master has arrived.
I advise you to obediently confess and accept punishment, so as not to continue implicating these lowly servants.
Dying in vain for you.
I can endure being framed by others without fighting back. I can endure being grounded
without making a fuss.
Even my own life, when others secretly covet and scheme, I have always been too lazy to bother.
I take it lightly.
But
you have touched my people.
You, a convicted prisoner under house arrest, can't even protect your—
What else can you do?
Today, I will make you clearly understand
Why some people,
who usually prefer to lie low lazily,
not competing or snatching,
have never truly been provoked by anyone. From now on, everything follows my arrangement. This dirty game of deliberate framing,
I will overturn it personally. I can choose not to fight, but you have touched someone you shouldn't have.
3. The key to this old case has never been who was the direct perpetrator, but who handled it back then, responsible for disposing of all the evidence that was dirty
and falsified.
As long as we find that hidden handler, all the buried truths can all be.
Your Highness! These people, some have only received a few words of guidance from you. Some have only been casually helped by you in daily life. Clearly, these are all trivial matters. How dare they risk angering the powerful and losing their lives?
To help you with all their might. I never forced anyone to help me. They just did it willingly.
You, Master, are one of the few in this deep house who truly treats us servants
as human beings. To the powerful, an insignificant kindness. For us,
it is like living in endless night. The greatest favor within the deep palace
is this old life I would gladly risk for my master.
So that is how it is.
This long-buried case was never some strange, unsolved mystery. It was simply a little fig leaf to cover up their own heinous crime of corruption by deliberately fabricating charges and pushing a dead man forward as a scapegoat. And I am merely their old trick repeated, a convenient pawn to silence the court and the public, a new chess piece to uproot all opposition.
2291.
The same vicious tactic, the same despicable methods, passed down through generations.
What a fine new family.
This time,
for those 2 blood debts, old and new, I will make you pay them back with interest.
In full.
how could she have found out?
That is an old account from 20 years ago. All the witnesses and handlers from back then were silenced by me long ago.
Every last one is dead.
My lord.
Should we lay low and suspend our operations for now?
Put our plans on hold.
There is no time to stop! Tomorrow is the Imperial confrontation ceremony. Send someone immediately. Find tonight that old handler who survived back then.
And silence him at once.
Besides that, reforge the false evidence overnight. Make it more convincing.
More solid.
I want to completely nail Lady Soul
to the crime. So, she can never overturn the verdict!
Our opponent is cornered.
They will fight like corner dogs.
The most dangerous moments are exactly when they show all their flaws.
And reveal their true colors.
Uncle Fu, take men and set up a covert defense. Protect that old handler with all your strength. Never leave his side. Guard him tightly. Do not let the Liu family succeed.
Your Highness, I claim to hold irrefutable proof has colluded with foreign enemies. As long as we present it before the Emperor tomorrow, surely able to push Lord Liu into the abyss.
Doomed to eternal damnation.
The news came so timely.
So coincidental.
There is never a free lunch that falls from the sky in this world.
This is not an opportunity.
It is a trap! They calculated that I am now eager to clear my name, hoping to overturn the case. Certain I would treasure it like a precious vine, holding this so-called irrefutable evidence
to confront before the Emperor.
But this evidence is actually a fake they forged with their own hands. Once I rashly present it, I'll instantly be accused of forging evidence, a capital crime of deceiving the Emperor. Then the old case remains unresolved, and new charges pile on.
Completely and forever doomed. That was close.
Thanks to Her Highness for seeing through the trap. So now we are
completely on the defensive. With no countermeasure.
They want to set a trap and lure us in. Then I'll go with the flow. Turn their trick against them. Play along with them in this fine show of rushing to their doom. Patiently lie low. Wait for the right moment until they think they've succeeded. Believe I've fallen into the pit. Smart and complacent the moment they reveal all their deadly moves. That is when all the real evidence is presented entirely before His Majesty.
The time to fully close the net. This girl, usually lazy and carefree, living as she pleases, never cares to compete. But when she truly sets her mind to scheme and break the trap, Her thinking is meticulous, every step precise, even more thorough than the old foxes who schemed in court for decades, even more comprehensive and
Watertight. She told me to hold still, observe quietly, and
Just watch the show. Don't intervene.
That is fine too.
this time, I trust her completely. Quietly wait for her to turn the tables against all odds.
Your Majesty, Su Yao is implicated in an old case, and even more audacious, forged evidence private, deceived Your Majesty. Now the evidence is incontrovertible. I beg Your Majesty to sentence her to death for deceiving the Emperor.
Su Yao, now that the evidence is conclusive.
Do you confess, Lord Imperial Father, this so-called ironclad evidence, was it truly taken from my residence in the Cold Palace?
Of course. We have ample witness testimony and physical evidence. The case is as solid as a mountain. There is no room for you to deny or quibble.
Then that is good.
Your Majesty, who forged this piece of evidence? Through whose hands did it pass before being deliberately planted in my home to frame me?
One person saw it all clearly
and knows every detail.
Bring in the witness.
Your Majesty, this old servant was the steward of the Liu Estate's accounting office 20 years ago. Back then, to cover up the great crime of embezzling military funds, Lord Liu fabricated charges and framed the entire Shen family.
This time, too, Lord Liu ordered his servants to secretly bring forged evidence into the Cold Palace to frame consort Xiu. This old servant here also has the original account books from that year as proof.
This slave personally saw people from the Liu mansion late at night place that stack of documents secretly into consort Xiu's bedchamber. I am willing to stake my life on it.
That what I say is true.
I can testify for Su Yao. This child's character and conduct I have always trusted. As for the Liu family, their grievances have long been the evidence of their crimes is of old and new blood debts, injustices spanning. Today, they should be thoroughly settled
And finished once and for all.
Lord Liu formed cliques for personal gain, embezzled funds, and framed loyal officials. His crimes are unpardonable. Immediately, Lord Liu and his accomplices shall all be dismissed from office and investigate all past accounts thoroughly.
All shall be strictly dealt with.
You've been wronged. It is fine. I told you long ago that people harbor evil in their hearts. When you throw mud too fast and too hard, it will eventually splash back onto yourself.
Lady Su's injustice has been redressed. Virtuous and upright in conduct, clear-minded and insightful. Has repeatedly resolved difficult situations. Today, I hereby confer upon elevating Lady Su to Imperial Noble.
Move her to the finest residence in the main hall. Best of favors upon the entire Xiu family. Grant 1,000 acres, fertile land, countless gold and silver.
100 bolts were broken.
Your Majesty! No! No! Absolutely not!
I knew it.
You would surely refuse. Your Majesty!
Such overwhelming honor and generous gifts.
I truly do not deserve them.
Within the deep palace,
Fine clothes and delicacies are already such lands and gold and silver.
lavish grace.
I have no need for any of it.
It would be better to take all these rewards and distribute them to the poor and suffering throughout the realm. Aid the orphans, widows, and the destitute among the people. Bring blessings to all the people, far more than favoring one person alone.
This would truly be a blessing of an era of prosperity.
Under heaven, everyone chases fame and fortune. And covets imperial. Only you regard glory and honor as nothing, but instead, hold all the people of the world in your heart.
Willingly give up overwhelming wealth and status.
Truly rare and admirable. I ask for nothing else. I only wish to return to my small courtyard, grow my vegetables, raise my chickens, sleep my peaceful, lazy sleep. If your Majesty truly has compassion for me,
Then allow me to stay where I am.
Emperor, this girl has a clear and pure heart. She does not covet power. She cares for the people. No one can persuade her otherwise. You rule the world, command the court and empire. Today, you have met for the first time.
The rank of imperial noble consort, the palace and rewards. If you do not wish it, then let it be.
I will never force you.
But of all things in this world, there is one you cannot push away.
nor avoid.
What is it?
Me, the Emperor.
Those titles and honors, the magnificent palaces, the overwhelming imperial favor.
You can brush them all aside with indifference.
Because you have never wanted anything.
Never craved worldly splendor.
But this man, me,
I have stubbornly latched onto you.
This feeling in my heart.
You cannot push it away.
And you are not allowed to. She came into this world prepared to die, only seeking a peaceful life. Yet in this cold, solemn, dreaded, deep palace, she unexpectedly found something unique.
A burning, passionate heartbeat.
Xiaoheng. I only casually mentioned turning the cold palace into my residence, and that the courtyard renovation needed a check. But you went and replaced the entire roof.
You refuse to move, unwilling to relocate to the main palace. So I had no choice.
Finest things in the world.
And bring them piece by piece into this small courtyard. In this little courtyard, for the first time I feel that I am no longer that emperor, under everyone's gaze, trapped by duty, but someone who can set down his burdens, an ordinary person, stealing half a day's leisure.
An ordinary life.
Is the best, after all.
No need to be constantly on edge.
Constantly scheming.
Only then can I take a moment to calm my heart and see clearly who truly treats me with sincerity.
In this deep palace and court, what I guard is a land of 10,000 miles.
The people under heaven.
In this small courtyard, what I guard is never the realm.
It is my home.
You see, I have never competed or fought, never sought glory or power.
Only wished to live in peace.
But in the end, the warmth I deserve,
The sincerity I was owed.
not a single one, was missing.
All of it came to me.
An envoy from a neighboring kingdom has presenting an urgent state letter!
What is wrong? Who is being so clueless again? Coming knocking on our door, ruining the peace.
Looking for trouble.
The neighboring kingdom is voluntarily seeking peace. They want to send a princess for a marriage alliance.
and they specifically asked by name.
For the newly arrived. Peace-making princess.
The finest compound in the palace.
All I want is to lie low and live a quiet life.
Have a few days of peace and ease. Why is that so hard?